Morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Big weekend in sales. Beautiful weekend. Happy belated Mother's Day, everybody. Let's get started right away. Lots of sales. Almost 40 on eBay, maybe, and 4 on Mercari, and 8, 9, 10, 11 on Poshmark, 0 on Depop. But I do have offers that I need to get to. I have 9 offers, but you guys know how those go. They're going to be flakes. They're going to offer and not accept whatever I send back to them. But welcome in. Let's go over what we sold over the weekend. Some good things. Lots of old stuff that I had listed, which is great. It's my favorite stuff to sell. What's up, Know What? Thanks for popping in. Juliet, good morning. Dora, good morning. Welcome in. We are not on TikTok this morning because we have just too much to pack up. Lots of doings today. So hopefully I can help you out. Some new brands to use, some stuff. Happy Monday. Let me know how your sales were over the weekend. Were they thumbs up good, thumbs down not good, or just okay? Just okay. Good morning. How about them Pacers? I know. Again, I know a lot of you people are like, I don't care about sports, but our Pacers smoked the #1 Cavs last night. Smoked them. We had a 41-point lead at halftime. We had more. We had a bigger lead on them than they had points by halftime. Crazy. Yep, go Pacers. What's up, Amy D? All right, y'all. Let's do this. Let's start with, I don't know, let's start with eBay, Depop, Poshmark. What do you guys say? First one I see, we'll do it. Early Bird. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Amy D? We got a couple boxes for you. Definitely some bundle sales out to show you. Sold a couple things that I just relisted that sold and got returned. So that's good. And they sold for full asking price. So that's good. Sales were not good. 1,000 soft Legos, not good. All right. Well, we had a good and a not good so far. Good and not good. You know the saying. We just got to keep listing, keep on swimming, keep on swimming. No sales this week, but got one this morning already. Hope to see more. You should. You'll get more. Sirs, talked my wife into promoting the entire store 8%. Best weekend ever had. Cody. Okay, Cody. There we go. We talked about it last week. Convinced the wifey. It was like, I don't know. Best weekend you've had promoting. And you promoted at 8%. Best weekend you've had, period. Something to be said about it. I can tell you right now. Promoted. My first sale I'm looking at right now is promoted. Mercari, I had 4 sales on Mercari. Every single one of them was an auto posture sale because they all sold at 59 cents, 30 cents, 60 cents, 20 cents. So, not auto posture, nifty and promoting. Those are my biggest tips right now, other than listing. Decent-ish, surprising jackets still selling. Yeah, how about that? I don't think I sold any, but yeah, they sell year-round. People would always come at me because I don't list winter stuff this time of year. It's just they sell a lot less. They fall off. But then they come back up, and I'll start listing those in August. But yeah, good sales. Selling winter stuff this time of year is a great feeling. Get it out. Collecting dust. Found a couple Wilson A200 gloves this weekend. One was a catcher's mitt. Money. Let's go. Baseball gloves can be big money, and softball gloves. Big money. Speaking of, Softball World Series is coming up. That's a big deal in our house. We love Softball World Series. What's happening, Captain? What's up, Boogie? Soldier Field going to be torn down. That's not good, Nate. That's not good. Doug, not good sales. Well, let's get into it. Actually, this is another example. This sold. Someone returned it, and it sold right away again for $51 via promoted listings. It's a Gerbeau pair of shorts. They're just denim shorts. I paid $3.99 for these. Buyer pays shipping, of course. And these are going out ground. Let me make sure they're going to the right person. Got to make sure. Got a lot to pack. I don't want to mess up. Sirs, over after that first half. Oh, way over after that first half. When you're playing both teams are playing the third strings in the second half, like the whole fourth quarter, it's over. It's over. It was great to watch that. That's what happens when the Pacers hit shots. That's what happens. I only promote at 2%. I see more organic clicks than promoted, so it doesn't want you to promote more. William, yeah, totally. If you feel like you don't want to promote and you feel like you're doing just fine, stick with what you're doing. There's no issue with that. Only reason I promote is because I want to see if I would see a difference in my sales, and I did. That doesn't mean it would apply to you. It's just something to toy around with. When people get like, a little bit frustrated, like I'm not having as many sales, these are just some pointers, right? So whatever works for you, promote at 2% and you're getting your sales, that's good. I'd rather promote at 2 and get more sales than 9, trust me. Tams, what's up? If it's sitting in the death pile, it's not selling. Gonna get them listed before the season fully ends. All right, Andrew, you're right. You're right, it's true. If it's in a death pile, it has no chance of selling. I 100% agree. But I just love to thrift. I have an addiction to thrift and pick up good stuff. These are okay. Adidas pants, a lot of people pass up on these, but these are not the 365s. They don't have the stretchy waistband. But whenever I see that right there, golfers like to wear their shirts tucked in, their Adidas, and show that, hey, I'm matching with my Adidas pants. There is a fashion. You got to be fashionable on the golf course. These sold for $17.10. That's another nifty sale. Tons of nifty sales this weekend. Nifty sent on an offer, and they took it. I do 10% on eBay if you guys are new here. Olivia Wilde. Remember that actress, Olivia Wilde? Whatever happened to her? What's up, Gladys? Good morning. Here we go. I heard, I saw lots of things that China, the big negotiations are going through and all this stuff. The stock market's loving it today. We'll see what happens. Feel like it's just back and forth. I think it's going to be back and forth all year. No, this is right. I sold an American Girl doll for $75. They haven't paid yet. I thought eBay, pretty much everyone paid when they bought it or when they sent an offer. So we'll see if that actually works. Blake Green, and I was not that. What shirt is it? Blake. It's not that one. It might not be this one. Is this a Blake? No, it's not a Blake. Let's see if I have it over here. Blake Green. Blake Green. Okay, it must be in the stuff I haven't put away with yet, which is no problem. I'll just put that right there for now. All right. That was a is that a long sleeve or a short sleeve? Short sleeve. Short sleeve. Where is that? Let's find it. Let's find it together. If it's not in here, then it's in the other room. Yeah, it's in the other room. All right, we'll move past that one. Under Armour match play golf pants. You guys know the deal with these. So boring. If you guys watch my channel all the time, so boring. I just sell the same stuff, but they sell $23.99. I kept the pants at $23.99. Dropped the shorts to $19.99. Match play golf pants, the stretchy waistband. So those golfers, again, can do what they want to do out there. Drink a lot of alcoholic beverages, eat a lot of hot dogs, whatever they do on the golf course. They can do that with stretchy waistbands. Koi, that's a cool name, Koi. Gotta buy up a bunch of AI companies this year. Is that what you're looking for, Jay Boogie? Feel like a lot of AI companies and stuff are already so high. Doesn't mean they can't go higher though. But yeah, I feel like a lot of those AI companies are already so high. But like I said, doesn't mean they can't go higher. This is Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve men's button shirt with a same color pony as the shirt, so kind of hard to see. This sold for $22.99 via promoted listings. Morning, Sandra. Bobby, what's up? Good morning. Tilly finally caught a live, not the replay. Let's go, Thrifty Missy. Hey, this is your time to ask questions too, if you got any. You ask questions. This weekend, I'm burnt. I am burnt. I have a tan line. We had a soccer tournament this weekend, and all day Saturday, all day Sunday, we went to the championship, and we lost in the championship. The 8-year-old shed lots of tears, And I had to reassure him, hey, making it to the championship is a great thing. And we got a silver trophy, but you know, got burnt doing that. All right. I love Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve button ups. That's the second one. They sold that green one I have to get in a little bit. Just sold a Louis Vuitton vintage silk tie original box for $115 that I bought at a garage sale for 50 cents. Rolling Stones. Let's go. Rolling with Stones. That is good. 50 cents. How do they price that at 50 cents at a garage sale? Great for them. Good for, I want garage sales like that. Like, just get it out of my house. I'm not greedy. We'll come in there and take it. This is a Tommy Bahama. Sold via promoted listing and Nifty. It sold for $14.16. This is a linen Tommy Bahama with a jacquard print. So you can see the print inside the print, kind of. There's got like florals and stuff like that. Little floral print. Good morning, Sandra. What do you pick up? Nike dry fit polos. Okay, my favorite Nike dry fit polos to pick up are the blade collars. I would show you, but I don't have any because they sell so quick. So Nike polo blade collars, you can look those up on eBay. Nike Tiger Woods stuff is pretty good. I pay $5, but if they had a blade, a lot of our Goodwills price Nike at $10 now. If they had a nice blade collar at $10, I'd pick it up because they'll sell quick in the 30s, real quick. So Nike Polo blade collar, Nike Polo, good print, a newer style. Yeah, Tiger Woods. But I really love those blade collars. Okay, here is an example of a sale. These are a bundle. These are $1.99 each, and they are Tommy Bahama swim trunks. Tommy Bahama swim trunks. I sold them as a bundle, 3 of them. So $6 into 25. I took a best offer. Swim trunks, it's that time of year. You guys already know. You guys already know. We talked about that last week. Swim trunks are selling. I know this number isn't the same every month, but what is your average monthly spend on inventory? I just did my taxes, Sandra. I'd have to look back. Let's see. Let's see if I can find that real quick. I would say my average total spend a month is probably like maybe like 3,000-ish. It just depends. Yeah, because I didn't thrift a lot earlier, like January and February this year. I did not thrift a whole lot. So, but yeah, it just depends. But yeah, Tommy Bahama swim trunks, not my favorite thing, but when I can find a few of them together and I know I can lot them up, just do one listing, I'll do that. And you'll see later, I do the same thing with another lot. Nike Dry Fit, quarter zip, anything large and above, do well. 22 to 28. There you go. Coming from another reseller, what they buy. So if you're not looking at Nike Polo, was it Polo? Yeah, they were asking about polos. But yeah, if you want to go outside of polos, there you go. Quarter zips. The weekend sales were fabulous. Let's go, Brittany. Me too. Good morning. What's up, Buc-ee's? What's up, Buc-ee's? I love Buc-ee's. Good morning, Festive. All right. Keep on rolling. The North Face pants. These are a smaller size 30. They're just North Face 5. Nope. They're 5 pocket. They have a zip pocket. Just some like traveler pants, commuter pants, I guess is what we call these. $22.99. So pants that have like 5 pockets, a zip pocket. They're not really hiking. They're skinnier. Those are like commuter pants. Someone's going to wear those to work, like Lululemon pants. Roan has pants like that. Bird Dog has pants like that. Commuter traveler pants. Were those really going in priority? Oh, whoops. Where am I at? John. Is John priority? Hold on a second, y'all. John, not John. All right. John Knotts. Okay. I'm going to have to figure this one back out again. Figure this one out. Please come off. If it doesn't come off, it's no big deal. I can reprint the label. Oh, it's not coming off. Okay, so John gets the Tommy Bahamas. John gets the Tommy Bahamas. And then we'll go to this next one. We'll do those later. That's why I always have to look. Let's go to Polo Ralph Lauren. Rob, where are you? What on earth? Okay, we'll go to the next one. All right, we're at the right one now. I'll have to redo some of these. Make sure. So I'm always double checking. Good morning. Get it together. I know, Jay Boogie. I know. I got to get it together. So I did. I'll be able to recheck those. That's why I always check these. And I don't want to make a mistake. These are Polo Ralph Lauren. They feel like they're linen. They're cotton. Polo Ralph Lauren, just regular shorts. The reason I picked these up is because it had this, it's really hard to see, I guess, right there, but this extra little flat button in the front. I don't know what these are called, but when Polo Ralph Lauren ever has something extra that most shorts or whatever they don't have, I pick them up. These sold for $17.99, and they are going to this person. When you're doing these shipping videos, how many days of accumulation sales is it generally? Usually 48 hours. My Monday videos are Friday afternoon sales, Saturday and Sunday sales. Friday afternoon sales, Saturday and Sunday sales. But if I do Wednesday, it's always usually 48 hours. Mondays are the weekend sales. All right. That one is good. That one is good. Next is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren swim trunks. I would have thought these would have sold for more money. 3XB floral. They sold for $21.99 via promoted listings. Hey, I just comped them out and listed them. But more swim trunks. K-Way is rubbing off on me. K-Way just wants to rub me. He doesn't want to rub off on me. Let's see. Mondays, am I right? Yeah, it's a Monday. We got the Monday. Shipping Brad isn't awake. I know. Let me do a sip of my Monster. Wake up a little bit. Wake up. Get it together. Polo Ralph Lauren swim trunks are usually a pickup if they're $4 or under for me. That's where I'm at. You're going to see almost everything I'm shipping is right around that $20 mark. So if you're new and like a lot of these things, you might not want to pick up because you don't have time for it. But since I'm full time, I'll do it all day long. They add up. The next sale was a $21.99 sale. I'm paying $5 for it. Another Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve shirts. These sell quickly for me. Very, very quickly for me. $21.99, and it was a regular sale. How about that? Sabrina, I'm having surgery this morning. Gonna need you to come do my listings. You don't want me to do your listings. I'll tell you what. Put it on vacation mode, and I'll send you good juju. You're going to have lots of sales. And it's going to make you feel good. You're going to wake up from your surgery, and you're going to be like, let me see my phone. I want to see if I had sales. You know how we are. We're addicted to seeing if we had sales or not, right? Rick. That's going to Rick. Rick. Another example of something that sold, got returned, and resold again. This is an Eaton white shirt. Eaton white shirt. This is a brand that I pick up here and there. It's an expensive brand, but I don't pick it up like I used to all the time. It has buttons that crack easily, so you just need to be on the lookout for that. If you find the brand Eaton and it's a shirt you think you want to pick up, double check the buttons. Do I run ads on all my listings? So, good question. What I do is promote all my listings on eBay. I promote it at a fixed 9%. At a fixed 9% is what I do. Promote on eBay at a fixed 9%. Are the swim trunks with the liner selling or just a boxer short style? Good question. So let me get this on there, the label, so I don't mess that one up too. Jim. So this morning so far, we sold a few pair of swim trunks, right? The Ralph Lauren ones have liner, and all three of the Tommy Bahama ones have liner. So those all had liner. Me personally, I don't like liner, but yeah, they're selling liner or linerless. Abercrombie & Fitch cargo shorts. Abercrombie & Fitch cargo shorts are always a pickup for me. They're $3.99 where I live. These are even missing the buttons on the back. These are Y2K. This tag right here is from a year about 2000, and these sold for $27. Took a best offer, and it sold via promoted listing. So good sale on those. So addicted. I know. So addicted to seeing if we had sales. Listen, Larry, I've mentioned this in a few lives that I do one energy drink a day and I sip on it. And most of the time I don't even get through it. But I needed something a little pick me up. And I don't like coffee. I know. I don't like coffee. But I also like having white teeth, and that prevents me from having white teeth. I like coffee. So there you go. All right, next one. Got a vacation mode soon. I'm scared with the summer coming up. What are you scared about, Andrew? So you got vacation coming up soon, and you're scared with the summer. I have a vacation in June. I'm gonna be gone for a week, and I'm putting vacation mode. Nothing to be scared about. I just keep listing on vacation whenever I have downtime. But you'll get sales. My sales drop off about 50% of my normal sales on eBay when I'm on vacation mode. I just know that, and it's something's better than nothing, but I continue to list. And then I also, if I know I'm going to be back on Monday to ship, I'll turn my store off vacation mode on Thursday because I do 1 to 3 days shipping on eBay. So if I'm gone Saturday to that following Monday, which is what, 8 or 9 days, I will turn my store on vacation mode on Saturday morning and turn it off on Thursday. So it's really not that long of a time. Next item was an Arc'teryx shirt. I bought this at a garage sale. I think I posted a picture of it on eBay. Again, with hiking clothing, if it's a good brand, people don't care. This had a name, one of these little name sticker things on there that you can't get off very easily. I just listed it with it. This is an Arc'teryx short sleeve snap button shirt, sold for $32.99 plus shipping, and it sold via promoted listing. That's what I meant. Thanks. You're welcome. I'm not found an Eaton shirt that didn't have cracked or broken buttons. I know. See, Eaton is like an expensive retail shirt. They sell them, I'm pretty sure, at Nordstrom. And you would think the buttons wouldn't crack, but the buttons always crack. Even if you see a dry clean shirt and it's got the tag on it, check the buttons. That's like a clear indicator there could be something wrong with that shirt. Next item, these sold once, they sold twice. These are Brooks Brothers shoes. They're Alden. It doesn't say Alden on it. It just says Brooks Brothers. But when you look at the numbers, you can look those up, and those are Alden. Alden are a really good brand of shoes. These are penny loafers. They sold for $149.99, and they sold for that. No via promoted listings, no best offer, no nifty, nothing. I bought them for $14. So $14 into $150. $14 into $150. And these are going out in a shoebox. Party shoebox. Have you tried Celsius energy drinks? I have. I haven't tried all of them. I don't think I've tried peach. I'll try peach. I tried 2 of them, and I wasn't the biggest fan, but there are plenty of monsters I don't like either. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. I know Celsius is supposed to be better for you, maybe, but I'm like, you know what? If it's the worst thing I do, so be it. So be it. You know, try to exercise nowadays. Don't, I do what they said in school, the DARE program. I follow those rules. Got back from vacation today and still made good amount of sales. Felt good to make money while sitting at Turks and Caicos. Let's go. Exactly. Yes. Feels good to make money while you're on vacation. And as my part-time job, it felt really good because I knew like that money I'm making while on vacation gets me ready for the next vacation. It's making money for the next vacation. And Turks and Caicos, I was there on spring break, and I'll be there in just a few weeks. Turks and Caicos, but on the island Grand Turk. Grand Turk. Turks and Caicos, because there's a few islands there. All right, let's make sure those are going to James. I don't want to screw that order up. They are going to James Alden Shoes. Alden. Be on the lookout for him. You're not going to see him very often. I posted this on last night a lot. I normally don't buy Duluth, but these were all a 2XL. They all had crazy patterns, and I bought them all together. These are all untucked, relaxed fit. So I lotted these together. A couple of them I didn't. I was taking pictures of a few, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take pictures of the rest of them in a lot. Forget about it. These are $5 a piece. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one for every day of the week. 7 sold for $81. 7 times 5, so $35 into 81. Something I normally might not pick up, but decided to. Does it usually take months for your listings to sell depending on what it is? Yeah, so it just depends on what your item is to sell in general. Festive. So I'll give you an example. That Arc'teryx shirt that I just sold, I picked that up 2 weeks ago at a garage sale, and it sold within 2 weeks at the price I told you. These took about a month to sell, but I can tell you right now, if I were to list a winter jacket for winter jacket prices, more than likely it's not going to sell until the fall or winter. More than likely. So it just depends what you're listing. If I had a Roebuck polo right now and listed it right at market price competitively, it would sell probably within a week. So yeah, it just depends. Some items I know I'm going to be holding on for a little bit. They're more of a long tail item. For example, blazers and suits. And some items aren't. When I used to be part-time thrifting, I used to really try to go for those quicker sale items, especially at first when I was trying to generate money, because teachers didn't make a lot. Peter Millar summer comfort shirt, just a Peter Millar summer comfort shirt, sold for $24.99. I just listed this maybe Friday, $24.99. I paid $5 for it. Good morning. What's up, piece of scrap? Has anyone else noticed that the lock when they're searching eBay via listings mobile is gone? Is there a workaround? I haven't used that lock in a while. So if you're on YouTube, you can respond to a piece of scrap. Good morning. Sales were very good this weekend. Let's go. Danny, I'm with you. We're in the same boat together this weekend. Very good this weekend. Mothers felt like mothering and buying some stuff, you know? Although my wife doesn't buy a lot of stuff, but I'm just giving an excuse of why we having good sales, a reason why, my hypothesis. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I stay at beaches on the island. Very nice, but very pricey. Great for the kids. Ooh, okay. I'll remember that. Yeah. So Grand Turk has as pretty beaches as I've seen. You guys know we're big cruisers, and you name an island in the Caribbean, I've probably been to it. And Grand Turk as pretty as any of them. There's so many that are just like they're like a 10. You just can't, like, how can it get better? This is a Lacoste Brazil sports shirt, 100% cotton, so nothing like those polyester ones that sell for much more. This sold for $19.99 via promoted listing. Sir, so wait till your kids are old enough to help. Game changer. Let's go. I can't wait. What am I going to have them do? I'm going to have them, I don't know if I can trust them putting away clothing in the right area. I'll have them like de-tag stuff. That's a good job for them. De-tag all my stuff. As they get older, the one with like the artistic eye can take photos for me. That's a great job. I'd be like, listen, more likely, you know, kids these days, I'll be like, listen, I'll pay you really good money. And they'll be like, I don't want to work. Except my kids aren't going to have a choice. $32.99 for some patchwork Polo Ralph Lauren shorts. Really good time of year to be selling patchwork shorts. If you find Polo Ralph Lauren patchwork, I can tell you right now, the blazers sell the best. Then the pants and the shorts and the shirts are about the same. Sold for $32.99 again via promoted listings. I am not doing vacation mode. I have my listings preloaded. My kids can help me get my inventory and ship. Oh, you have it all, Sabrina. Dang. Look at you. Yeah, my kids need to get older, and then that'll happen. But I don't want to wish them older. My daughter's still a little cutie with no front teeth. I've heard you say no Wrangler for you, but I found success. All the cowboy bootcut models, like, here we go. I'm going to put that up here. The Wrangler's retro lines bonus if they're made in the USA. Normally 7 into 25 or 30. All right, Randy, I need to look into that. See, that's why you got to come in here and tell these things. So bootcut cowboy models. I need to find what the models look like, but I'll just look at like the cut of the leg when I take it off the rack and see if it looks boot cut. Yeah, normally I stay away from Wrangler, but I see it a lot, so maybe I'll look more into it. Thanks. Let's make sure this is going to the right buyer. Again, promote a listing, $3.99. By the way, I kept a pair of those, my size. Actually, I have 2 pairs, a blue one and those pair, and my wife thinks they're ugly, and I'm like, listen, I'm in my Ralph Lauren era, if you want to talk Taylor Swift stuff, Shelby. Yeah, so I like my Ralph Lauren stuff right now. This is another Peter Millar pink, just regular pink Peter Millar summer comfort shirt, sold for $22.99, also via promoted listing. Lots of promoted listing sales. Good to know. Best jeans are longer inseam than waist. Agreed. Oh, on Wrangler? Yeah, for sure. And in general, longer inseam, I just feels like it always sells better. Because you can never expand shorter inseam, but you can always shorten longer inseam. Follow me. Good morning. Do you normally hold your fall or winter items for that season? I've heard you say that in videos before. Ethan, what's up? Yes. But the only reason I do that is because I have enough inventory to do that with. When I first started reselling, I sold everything I brought home. I listed everything. It didn't matter what season it was. And then after a couple of years, I was able to, okay, let me prioritize for season. Right now, I want to be listing all these short sleeves, all these shorts, all these linen shirts right now because that's what's selling. I'll put this stuff to the side. And by the time I got to that stuff, it was kind of like winter, fall time. Like, all right, let me try. I'll keep thrifting and I'll separate it. So that way, when the season comes around, I'm ready to roll. I have tons of clothing ready to roll. A lot of people, again, we talked about this earlier. There's a few ways to think about it. Like, oh, it's your death pile. If your death pile's, if it's not listed, it will never sell. I'm more the frame set of like the stock market mentality. Okay, I'm buying all these clothing stock, all these pieces of clothing stock, and I'm guaranteed to double my money or get 30 or 40% more if I wait and hold on and sell them in the winter. So that's how I think of it. I will hold on and be patient. I have that capital. I'm fine holding that capital with that money, knowing I'll get more in the winter and fall. So that's the way I look at it. Kind of like stock market type of deal. All right. Tori Richard, this one I picked up because it had turtles all over it. And it says the Pacific. So I actually just looked up in the thrift store, turtle, Tori Richards, Pacific. And these ones sold. If this was regular Tori Richard cotton, I wouldn't pick it up. They don't sell well for me. 1980. That one was a nifty sale too. Nifty sent out an offer. Let me pack this and then answer some more of you guys' questions. Thanks for popping in, guys. You guys know Monday mornings is our jam. That one's going overseas. Hey, I'm sticking with it right now. What about jeans? Are they a slower seller? Do they slow in the summer months? Yeah, so jeans, Jason, definitely they slow in the summer months. Let me show you guys something real quick. I need to go to Mercari and redo my thing. But all right. So a lot of you guys know Nifty. A lot of you guys use Nifty. But those of you who don't, I can see what's selling the best. So this is over the past 4 weeks, right? Over the past 4 weeks, here's what's selling. Casual button-downs, polos, shorts, pants, and suits. That's what's selling right now. Now, this right here in the wintertime were jeans, sweaters, jackets, not polos, not shorts, not casual button-down shirts. So I can tell you right now, they don't sell as well. So we can actually go back and look Let's look December through February. December through February. All right, you guys ready to see what sold best? Jeans, there you go. Sweaters, jackets, pants, casual button-down shirts. So there you go. Jeans sold well for me during the winter months, and they're not even on the top of my charts right now. So I can see right there, prove that jeans are not my best seller this time of year. That's the big thing. I'm doing super discounts on jackets just to get them out before the season's gone. Yeah, for sure. Season's gone, Andrew. For me, the season's gone. Season's gone here. I just sold some patchwork Jose Banks pants. Yes, those sell too. A lot of people just Jose Banks automatically get rid of it. There's like a less than 1% of Jose Banks you can pick up and do well with. 100% cashmere blazers, patchwork pants, all those sorts of things. Cleaned out garage sale, had over 50 pairs of women jeans, American Eagle, BKE, Rock Revival, Miss Me, Two Totes, purses, Michael Kors, Fossil, all that stuff. Unfortunately, they were all small sizes, but $437. Please tell me I did good. Well, let's see. 50 pairs of women's jeans. 50 pairs of women's jeans. Yeah, I say you did well. Minimum with just the jeans, you're going to make money on just those jeans. You'll sell those for $10 or more a piece. So you did well. You did pretty well. Shoes, Michael Kors, all that stuff. Exercise equipment, jewelry, totes of shirts and jackets and dresses and Harley. Yeah, I think you did just fine. 437. And you know what? The main thing is you're not going to lose money. So that's what's important. I hardly ever get my kids to help. Arg. I know. Are your sales free shipping? No. My sales are all buyer pay shipping. Sorry, guys. I'm way back in the chat. Buyer pay shipping for everything. Decided to sell someone because they can't tell family. Yeah, there you go. You can tell me. We're excited. We come in here and tell all the stuff that our family don't care about. They roll their eyes like, okay, you're a reseller and sold some used clothing. Cool. Just found first pair of Roback shorts, but one end of the drawstring was retracted into the waistline. I would still get those, Cookie. I know that sucks. Sometimes you can fish them out. Sometimes you sell it as is. Still good though, Cookie. Yeah, they say I hate that so much, Cookie. We hate that, Cookie. We love you, Cookie. You can sometimes get the drawstring back with the safety pin. Yeah, so you can fish it out. You sound like me, sir. I keep hearing the phrase fast nickel over a slow dime from other full-time resellers on YouTube. I'm about to get into it full-time. So yeah, Rolling Stones, if you're getting into it full-time, you're going to have more time to list, right? And so there's going to be a lot of fast nickel sales. For example, some Nike shirts. You're selling it for $20, but if you can buy it, take photos and list it in a minute or two, it adds up. It adds up very, very quickly. I mean, yeah, tomorrow's going to probably be my best payout on eBay and maybe this year. And it's all small sales, except for like those shoes were a big sale. Do any of you choose buy pieces missing drawstrings? Man, I'm good. Yeah, if a drawstring's missing and the brand item's good enough, I'll buy it. Like a pair of Viore shorts, I'd buy it with the drawstring missing. Whatever happened to Autoposher? How's it nifty? So Autoposher is nifty now. Autoposher is nifty. It all looks the same. It all looks the same. So you guys always heard me talking about Autoposher being the best. All that. It's the same. It's nifty. They just changed the name. Everything's the same. It's just nifty sounds more universal. Autoposher sounds like it's just for Poshmark. Yeah. So there you go. Nifty. That's what I use to cross list, and that's what I use to send out offers and to do all my shares since we're here. Does all my shares, all my automation tool stuff. It delist items when they sell. I showed you already the spreadsheet and the analytics, the insights. All that sort of stuff is on Nifty. So really good platform if you're new here. If you're a reseller, highly recommend you giving it a shot. I will put, as I always do, a free trial link and a discount off your first month in the comment section. Or you can go to Surf's Up Finds and see it there. Okay. Let's hide that. Woo, I'm way down. We got good stuff too. Do you send offers on time away mode? I used to by accident and had no problems. Now I'm afraid because I learned I may have to ship at normal time. No. So I do send out offers on time away. So when I'm on vacation mode on eBay, but things are still allowed to sell, I still send out offers. It will still come with the buyer will ship this item in whatever time you put on there. So yes, I still send out offers while on vacation mode. Free People is so hit or miss, but the shoes have been great money makers for me. All right, Dora, good to know. I pass up on a lot of Free People. So the shoes I really need to look up. And shoes are so easy to Google Lens now. So I'll do that. I will start doing that. I'll look at Free People shoes. The only thing I'm scared with being a seasonal seller is brand fall off. Yep, you have to know that too. Like the demand for brand is high next fall. For sure, Amy. That is a great point. And that is something you just kind of feel out and learn along the way. So if the brand's on trend right now, for example, vintage is a great example of this. It's trendy, right? So baggy South Pole Y2K jeans are on trend right now. I will list those right now. Even though they're jeans and baggy and heavy, I will list those right now. So anything that's on trend, especially vintage, I list right away because that's a great example and reason why you don't want to wait because like I always say, the Kardashians or whoever's popular right now could switch your style and they won't be in style anymore in 3 months. Do you change your prices per marketplace or is it the same throughout? I keep them the same throughout, but you can change them, Craig, as you go along. So you can change it like if I'm, let me see real quick. So if you are on Nifty and you're like, I want my prices more expensive over on Poshmark, you can just do that on inventory. You can just edit. So like this Peter Millar right here, I can edit this or you can actually edit it over here. Yeah, you can edit it and you can just edit the lights. But when you cross list your item over, you can just edit the price to whatever you want. I keep mine the same across the board. Because I basically do 20% on eBay now with promoted listings. So with 9% on the additional 13. So a little bit over. How many people offer returns? I'm kind of resisting doing it, but I'm guessing I would see difference in sales if I do. It's probably worth it, right? Okay, so that's also a big, not argument, but the reseller question that people debate about often. Free returns versus no free returns versus no returns at all. I do buyer paid returns. I've never done no returns and I've never done free returns. So I can only speak of buyer paid returns, but some people I watch do, the only like Bearded Thrifter, he does no returns and he still gets sales. So that's someone who I know personally who does good sales and does no returns. I list some of the winter now because it's always cold somewhere. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Always. Pacers killed. Yes, they did, Chris at Peak. You guys follow Chris at Peak. Chris at Peak is back in the reselling social media game. They had a hurricane go through his area, so he's doing a lot on that. So Chris at Peak, OG, knows what he's talking about. Trust anything he says. If you're not following him, you need to give him a follow. He'll probably be live today at noon. Usually he is on Mondays, doing what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so I list some winter clothing now for sure. Again, everyone, you got to do what you do. When I first started reselling, like I said, I listed everything I had, but now I sell stuff that is in season, and that's what I thrift. I'll put it in 2 different piles: fall and winter, spring and summer, and I can list spring and summer every day, all day. That's how much inventory I can list. And I do what the big boys do. If you go to American Eagle right now in my city of Indianapolis, you're not going to find one jacket in American Eagle. If you go into Dick's Sporting Goods right now, all the polo shirts and shorts and everything are going to be towards the front. Yes, there's going to be some sweats and stuff in there, but that's what's selling this time of year. So I'm basically copying what the big boys do. Good to know. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, sir? It's been a minute. What's up, Kingston? What's up, Kingston? I think Kingston Town. Would you use calculated shipping still for bigger, heavier items? Yes, definitely. I do calculated shipping for bigger items, but also just know a lot of times UPS is cheaper to do bigger items. Bigger items a lot of times is cheaper doing UPS than USPS. So I have that as an option on eBay. Just realized 2 of the jackets I sold were international program to Australia. There you go. It's just starting to be cold there. Polo man models fly around the Hampton jeans. Oh, okay. So for the Wrangler, you were talking about where the polo pants models are in the fly. Okay, the models are in the fly. I found Hampton jeans and a bunch of Andrew pants. Got to pay forward. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. So in the polo pants and the jeans and stuff, a lot of the jeans, you'll find it in the fly. Find it in the fly. Pants are my favorite. Yeah, buddy. I do no returns and free shipping on everything. There you go. So rolling with stones and get good sales. Category makes a difference on your return policy. Probably. Like if you do antiques and collectibles, more likely if you take a lot of photos, you're not going to get returns. But with clothing, you have a lot of it does not fit, or sometimes even people will wear it for an occasion and return it, stuff like that. I don't do free returns. All right, let's do the next item. Polo Ralph Lauren. A polo shirt. One of these Indianapolis 500. It's coming up the month of May, the end of the month. So these have just been selling like crazy. 1980 via Nifty. Surfs, I need to ask you this. Okay, Brittany, you ask it. I found a FUBU 4XL shirt from 1992 with tags. I looked it up and sold for $120. I bought it for $6. Is it a pickup or no? I couldn't leave it. Listen, if you saw sold listings for $120, yeah, you know what you're doing. If you know how to look up comps and you found sold for $120, you know what you're doing. Heck yeah, I'd pick that up for $6. And at the end of the day, $6? $6 these days, that buys you like a coffee. So I would take the chance and buy it for $6. That's a great gamble right there, in my opinion. Greystone, have a good morning. My business partner does free shipping on vintage electronics, so heavy items, and makes over 1 million gross sales every quarter. Boom, let's go. Does free shipping on vintage electronics, so heavy items. There you go. So you make it up on the other end. Buy cheap, make up for that shipping because you're buying it cheap when you're reselling. Very nice, Brittany. All right, next item, a pair of Travis Matthew shorts. These are not new with tags. These are used condition. They have that floral print throughout. They're size 40. These sold for $18. Paid $3.99 for these. Travis Matthew shorts. I still pick up Travis Matthew shorts if they're in good condition. They sell for around that $18 mark in used condition for me. I'll pick those up. No biggie. Making sure it's going to the right person. George. I feel like that's all. I've had a lot of Georges that I'm sending to. All right. Here's an example of one of those shirts. This was a different look. A Duluth. So I listed this one separately than the bundle. And this sold for $13.50. So right along there at the same price as those bundle prices. How do you charge the buyer for return shipping? I didn't have it set up. I had to pay for it. So Sierra, you go into your eBay shipping preferences. You go into your eBay shipping preferences and have buyer pay shipping. It's been a long time since I've been in there. It probably looks completely different. But you'll go into your shipping preferences and have buyer pay return shipping. That's what you'll do. You have to navigate it. I'm not for sure how to do that. Wish I could find more Travis Matthew and FootJoy around me. Yeah, it's just kind of like K-Way in Florida. I think he finds a lot of Tommy Bahama and things like that. I don't find that much around here, but I find golf. I find outerwear. They don't find a lot of outerwear in Florida. So it's just kind of like what's around you. If I lived out in the country in Indiana, when I go out there, I see a lot of Carhartt, Wrangler, Levi's, Cinch, all that sort of stuff. Let's go over to eBay real quick. Let's see if I can try to figure that out. So we'll go to eBay real quick, see if I can figure that out for you. We're talking about switching everything to buyer pay shipping. So go to listings. We're going to go down to actions and edit, select all listings. We're going to edit all the listings. Let's see if there's an option to do that. We're going to click on all that, bulk edit. Delivery, listing details, category custom, item description, preferences, return policy, shipping policy, payment policy, change to. Okay, so I have all my policies set up. You can change your return policy to, you have to create your policy. Those are all my policies, no change. But yeah. You can change your policy. I want to get out of here. But yeah, you can bulk edit it, I think. As long as you make a policy, then you can bulk edit it all to that policy. All right. 2XL Polo Ralph Lauren linen shirt. Linen blend shirt. Polo Ralph Lauren. This is salmon. Salmon's one of those colors I'm always like, do I put red or pink under the item specifics? Or do I put salmon? It's not a color people can click on. They can click on pink or, so I usually do like pink, but then I put salmon in the listing. This sold for $27.99. Okay. I found one of those NFL Nike hoodies with the military support logo that you talked about. What do you put in the title? Those are called, honor salute to service. So the NFL hoodies and polos and stuff in November, they wear military shirts. The sideline coaches and all the sideline wear military hoodies. They all have the teams on them and stuff. Those are called salute to service. You want to put that in the title, salute to service. And those sell well year round. I usually do free shipping unless over 1 pound for the items. There you go, Greystone. So Greystone, free shipping unless it's over 1 pound. So you're getting a lot of different perspectives in here, right? Just because I'm on here and you see my face and I'm talking doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. I'm just telling you, these are my sales, sharing with you my sales. Tell us about the basketball jerseys behind me. Just Pacers. We got a Ron Artest and a Jalen Rose. We got some OGs up there. Some OGs. Pacers, baby. Pacers smoked the Cavs last night. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren tie-dye shirt, and it sold for best offer of $45. Polo Ralph Lauren tie-dye shirt sold for $45. Making sure it's going to the right person. If you guys are just getting here earlier, like the first 5 packages I mixed up. So I gotta go back over those. I'm doing good so far. I'm on a good streak now. How do you know if you can ship internationally? Jennifer, so on eBay, there should be an option in your shipping department area to click on, do you want to be a part of the eBay International Shipping Program? And you just click on it, yes, I do. And then you will. And it's super easy because all you do is ship to eBay's facility in the US. You'll print out your label just like normal, put it on there, and it will go to eBay's shipping facility, and then eBay takes care of the rest and ships it to wherever it goes. So you just want to find where it says, I want to be a part of the International Shipping Program, and just toggle it, and you'll be good to go. It's very easy. Am I a top-rated seller? I was, and then I'm going to be above standard. Let me see, eBay. Let's see where I'm at today. Let's see where I'm at today. Performance. Seller level. Seller level. Okay, there you go. So right now, currently, I'm top rated. my past, but if they got me today, I'm above standard. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. It doesn't really matter. You just don't want to be below standard. That's like being on thin ice. eBay can suspend your account. What Levi's should I be picking up besides orange tab, silver tab, 560s, made in the USA, just about anything black wash, especially made in the USA, anything 505s, 501s, black wash, anything made in the USA is good. Levi's with button zips are good. There you go. Levi's with button zips. Yeah, so Levi's with button zips are usually 501s. Those are the classic. Let's see if I have 501s, 502, 501. So here's a pair of 501s. They're going to have your button zip 501s. Those are like the classics. Any Levi's made in the USA. Yeah, exactly. Salmon, orange for you. Lucky? Salmon being orange? Dang. There you go, Audie. You're welcome. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess, I don't know. See, that's the big debate. Is salmon going to be in the orange, the pink, or the red? I don't know. But I did sell it, so that's the good thing. That's all that matters, right? A couple of these Polo Ralph Lauren shirts. If you're new here, I bought a whole bunch of these for $10 a piece and selling them at $29.99 a piece. Someone bought 2. So I'm shipping those out ground. Good morning. What's up, Wanda? I accepted an offer, but buyer payment didn't go through. Should I mark the feedback with comment? Should I mark his feedback with the comment? So Wanda, is it on eBay? What happens on eBay if they don't pay after 4 days? You can relist the item, and eBay gives them a strike as a buyer. You can't give them negative feedback. It just doesn't let you as a seller. But if they don't pay after like 4 days, you can relist the item and eBay will see that they didn't pay and they'll get a strike on their account. Next item is another one of these polo shirts. So another one of those. Lots of Polo Ralph Lauren this weekend. Imagine that. Lots of Polo Ralph Lauren. Polo Ralph Lauren's a thing, I guess they say. Kingston. Here in South Florida, we see tons of Tommy Bahama for sure. Just picked up 2 Rain Spooners reverse print, double XL, sold one same day for $30. Boom. Yeah, so it just depends on where you live. What can you get often where you live? I know I talked to some resellers that live in like South Carolina, and they find a ton of golfing apparel. So that's something they can get a lot of. If you live in Texas, I'm sure you can find a lot of boots, cowboy boots, compared to what I find around here, like running shoes. Really happy to have this sale. Under Armour polo shirt for $10. Get it out of here. And it's sold via promoted listings. I paid $5. No, I did not make much money on it, but I did make money on it. Did not lose. Made money on it. That's going out to Brian. B. Ryan. And, oh, is it going out to Brian? Yeah, it's going out to Brian. Okay, good. Where's Brian? Oh, no, this person. It's not going out to Brian. It's going to this person. It's a ATO or whatever it is, a military base. So I had to do that little, fill out the custom forms. Next item was a Patagonia. One of these, if you've seen them, they almost look seersucker like material. They're really, really like canvasy, but thin canvasy. I don't know. But I pick them up for $5, sell for $17.99 via promoted listings. Yeah, it's crazy. Elliot says it's crazy to me that sellers can get negative feedback, but buyers can't. I know. eBay needs those buyers, right? eBay needs those buyers to make money. I know. I agree. But you can always report a buyer to eBay. So for real, if you guys have an issue with the buyer for whatever reason, you can report them to eBay. And those people get enough reports, then they'll get suspended off eBay. Payment was rejected. Okay, yeah, I would report them to eBay. Just report them to eBay and relist it if it was rejected. If some people, there's a lot of times people don't pay. But yeah. Relist it. That happened to me a couple times. I called eBay and they said that the item still shows available for sale unless they pay. Okay, that's good. So it's like Depop. The item's still for sale unless they pay. That's good to know. That must be one of those newer things eBay's doing, because it didn't used to be that way. I'm glad to hear that. Chemo. Yep, Chemo, Texas. Chemo, what do you find in Texas? What do you find often out there in Texas? I know it's going to be bigger. This is a Robert Graham shirt, short sleeve. Robert Graham shirt, short sleeve. This is an older style. Stripes are just an older. This is just like a 2004 type of style. Sold for $21.99. $21.99. $5. Sold to Rodney. Okay, Rodney. Next item is a Peter Miller long sleeve summer comfort white shirt. Long sleeve summer comfort white shirt. As you know, white shirts do well. I sold an Eaton earlier. Long sleeve white shirts just do well. You can wear them with ties. You can wear them to church. You can wear them wherever. And these are breathable, so good for it. Make sure it's going to the right buyer. $21.99, paid $5 for it. And if you're new, buyer pays shipping on everything I sell. If you live near a university, check the Goodwill, because some of the kids will donate good items before they move home. Picked up 14 Peter Millar items and 2 pair of high-end pants. There you go. Nick, for sure. At Purdue, I worked at my apartment complex, so I got free. I didn't get free. I worked to live there free. And I worked there all summer at Purdue. And Purdue has a huge international student base, and that's exactly what would happen. They would throw away in dumpsters really good stuff, and I worked at the apartment that I would take out. They would donate really good stuff. So yeah, if you live near a university, especially one that is like international where they'd have to take it home, be on that. Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check with the red. You guys know these are probably my favorite Polo Ralph Laurens to sell. This type of check pattern. It sold for $21.99. And believe it or not, the next sale is Polo Ralph Lauren as well. Man, I think like all of these might be. Hold on a second. Let me get this packed up, and I see some more questions. I got you guys. That's going to Jeremy. Jeremy, as I do this next one. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren 3XB. $24.99. Polo Ralph Lauren 3XB shirt. $24.99. So a couple Polo Ralph Laurens. A bit of everything, Chemo says. Out there. Be flexible. Goodwill has been pricing clothing and choosing pretty high lately. So time and hard goods, new and box electronics, automotives are all still priced low enough to make a profit. For WeatherTech seat back protectors, new and packaged, $1.99 each. Yes, I'm with you, Kingston. If you can know a little bit about everything in a thrift store, you should be successful. Really good example of that. There you go, Kingston. Bearded. I feel like I have a pretty good handle of that because I used to do hard goods. Bearded's a good example. Bearded can go through every part of the thrift store and find something that he can make money on. So if you are having trouble finding the clothing you're looking for, expand to a different, maybe the kids section of clothing, maybe shoes, maybe maybe bags in the hard goods section. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. 3XB Polo Ralph Lauren, $24.99, sold via promoted listing to Joy. Thanks, Joy. Audrey, I was pleasantly surprised my white collars and co polos sold fast. Yes, collars and co sells very fast. Like if you price it right, it doesn't last a week. For me, at least, it hasn't. It sounds like for you too. Good morning. What's your payout setup? A bank account is like 0 and 4 to get the money. Debit card will charge $2 to get the money in no time. Thanks. I started listing. Thank you for more sales. You're welcome. So what I do is have the money every Tuesday is my payout day. So every Tuesday I have eBay pay me out. And what I do with my business is I put all my purchases for my business on a credit card, a business credit card. And then I buy all my labels from eBay on that same business credit card. So all my eBay go through PayPal to my business credit card for that. And then when eBay pays me out, it goes straight to my bank account, which is a debit card. It's a checking account. Good morning, brother. Oh, sorry. What's up? What's up, Jack? Jack's in the house. Jack is from my area. Such a good guy. He is Mr. Vintage. He knows what he's talking about. Such a good guy. What's up, Jack? Like the video. And also, Jack, if you're into vintage stuff, follow Jack Thrifts, especially on Instagram, but he's also on YouTube, makes videos. He knows a ton about vintage. And he's one of the people that on Instagram will post stories, and like 15 of them a day, so you can see all the stuff he's picking up and what's on trend. And his main platform is Depop. So that's someone good to follow there if you want to get to know vintage items. Like the video, you'll get a sale. That's right. Good luck. There you go. Like the video and you'll get a sale, JD said. This video, yeah, you like it, you get a sale. That usually happens just because I'm on here talking so long. What size are the up tempos in the back? They're like smaller. I think they're kids. They're just for show. They're a US 8. A US 8. They're just, they just look cool, right? They just look cool. Just look cool. I know. My wife's like, you need to sell that stuff. I'm like, it's art. It's art. Part of my artwork. This is a Peter Millar. Jack will know this one. Peter Millar with the crooked stick logo. That's a PGA golf course in our city, in our area. And so if you go online on Google and type in PGA golf course logos and go to images, it will give you a whole sheet of all the logos that you really want to be on the lookout for. This one's on there. So this one sold for $27.99. If that was a regular city golf course, it would be like $20. So it got an extra $8 on it because it had a PGA golf course logo on it. So that's something to get to know, your PGA golf courses. Your PGA golf courses. Kathy, show me how you organize your bins. So I just put stuff in my bins like items. So like all Levi's new tags are in this bin. All my vintage Levi's are in this bin. So these are all vintage Levi's. All my FootJoys, all my FootJoy polos are in this bin. So that's how I do. That's how I organize my stuff. All my Peter Millar polos are down in that bin right there. Actually, it's Peter Millar and RLX down there. Collars and coat shirts are amazing for wearing too. Okay. See, they're popular. They're popular. So people love them, even in used condition. My Goodwill is so good at spotting the good bags and shoes. There's never anything worth it. Yeah. So you just have to not look at shoes and bags. Yeah, our Goodwill does that too. They put their bags like behind the counter now in different places, and they put the strings to them so no one steals them, and they're authenticated Coach bags. I don't care. I'll just get these bare bottoms. Bare bottom, good brand to be on the lookout for. I didn't start picking these up till recently because I didn't really know about them. I heard about them a little bit, and then I started finding them, and they sell well. Better, like they're like Chubbies, almost a little bit better. $21.99 for these. Most of the time, they're very unassuming, and you can find a few pair together. Bare bottoms. And sometimes the label will be on the inside pocket, and they won't have a tag like that. So just beware. Dustin. All right. So I see somewhere where I messed up. I sold this Polo Ralph Lauren linen blazer. It's blue Polo Ralph Lauren linen blazer. So that goes somewhere with those other 5. All right. Let's do Mercari. Mercari came in really well this weekend. You guys have been with me live the last few weeks, and I had a month without Mercari sales, and then all of a sudden I had a few every week, a couple every week. I had 4 over the weekend, 4 Mercari sales. That is why I'm going to continue to Crosslist on Mercari and Depop and all those other ones. That is why I'm going to continue to do that. Because when you think you're not getting sales on there, you get them. So 21, 24, 21, 16. That pays for Nifty. Done in a weekend. These are Lily Pulitzer shorts, size small. These sold for $24.30. And actually, every single one of these sales were a Nifty sale. $24.30 on these Lily Pulitzer. So Nifty sent out the offer on those. That's why those sold. That could have something to do with it. Jack, how about them Pacers? Boy, let's go. Let's go. I mean, it was beautiful last night. Beautiful. I just wish we could borrow some of those points for a different game. I mean, that's Pacers. The game we lost against the Cavs, we shot awful. My two other jobs are tailored and working at a known department store. They are research what people are buying in the current season. There you go. So you have a good thumb on what's going on. Costco has the best CC. Costco has best CC. Best CC. Best CC. What's best CC? Did I already say something about that? Buyer returned an item marked as damaged. Got it back. Perfect condition. Do I report the buyer who tricked the system and get free return shipping? Yeah. So I would report the buyer, Ben. I don't want negative feedback. So a lot of times I'll be like, whatever. I'll report the buyer and then I'll block that buyer so they can't do it to me again. Sometimes I just eat the cost because I don't want negative feedback for 12 months. But you can fight with eBay. You can open a case with eBay and say, item was not damaged. The buyer is trying to take advantage of the free return, So you can do that. What's Jack's link? Jack Thrifts on eBay or on YouTube. Look up Jack's Thrifts on YouTube. And I'm sure he has like all his links there. My Depop tank, not sure why. I'm not sure. Crooked Stick course is the hardest course I've ever played. Well, at least you played it. It's a PGA course. You know, I haven't played on that course. I don't have connections like you. Maybe it's because you went to IU. I missed who the vintage seller Depop. Here you go. Right there. I do the same, but have at least once a week. I can't find. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I went to Oklahoma State and did the same thing you did. I got so much free stuff from furniture, guitars. Yes, it was great. I loved it. Getting free stuff in the summer was great. And also, we flipped the apartments. So I would go into the apartments and people would just leave all their stuff there. They would check out and leave it there. And we just got to keep it. Mercari has been slow for me, but I got 3 sales this weekend. See? It can still work out for us. RLX. This is an RLX shirt. This is a local city golf course, Woodland. This RLX sold for $16.20. Not the best price, but nifty sale and whatever. Got it out of here. I don't buy a ton of RLX anymore. Polos, that is. I just delisted everything from my Mercari. One sale in the past 2 weeks, and then nothing for months sometimes. Yeah, Danny, I think K-Way stopped cross-listing Mercari too. And I didn't have sales for about a month, like I said. And then the last few weeks, I've had just a couple sales a week. And then this weekend, I had 4. And again, my mindset is, if I just click that one extra button on every item on Nifty to cross list, and in one weekend I make enough money to pay for Nifty, I'm going to continue to do it. So that just cemented me continuing to cross list on Mercari for a long time, probably for a long time. I don't like the bins, but I spent Mother's Day at the bins. Ladies, Raikou Anthropology, Striker, New Tags, and more. $6. Listen, I don't completely dislike the bins, Jocelyn. I do like the bins, and that's a good happy Mother's Day, and however you spent it, if you're a mom or your mother or whatever, that was fun. That sounds like a perfect day to me. That'd be a great Father's Day. I do like the bins. I just can't do more than like 2 or 3 rotations. I'm ready to go to the thrift stores. This is a Flint and Tinder polo shirt. Took a best offer on Mercari, or actually they sent out an offer on Mercari for $21.59. Nifty sent out that offer. Speaking of Lily Pulitzer, just picked up 2 pants yesterday and came home to realize one had, I'll let you guys read that, fresh blood stains in the crotch. Immediately thought of you. I remembered on a live a couple weeks ago. And you were talking about gross stains. Love your period stage. Reminds me of you. I'd be like, ugh, gross. And that's something I would not. I mean, you all know, like, okay, I'll try to get a stain out. Nope. With that, straight in the garbage. I'm not trying to get period stains out of crotches. Nope. I wouldn't even ask Shelby to help me with that. Not doing it. That's nasty. I had an offer from a blocked buyer. I thought blocked would prevent this from maybe, but only prevents a final sale. Yeah, maybe. Amy, I've never heard of that. All right, guys. So blocked buyers can send you offers. That's crazy. I wouldn't think that either. I would think they wouldn't even be able to see your store. That's interesting to know. Okay. That's weird. That's a question I'd ask eBay at some point. You were talking about gross. Oh, my bad. I got that. Have you ever had another seller steal your pictures? I discovered someone did this to me recently. I don't know, Festive. I don't know. I've never found anybody that sold my pictures. I've never found anybody to steal my pictures. There might be people out there, but the only way I find out if I sold similar to something, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. That's one of my pictures. Other than that, I don't think I would be able to know how to find that out. Under Armour pants, again, match play. So second pair of match play pants. These sold for $21.60. I guarantee you that's probably 10% off of $23.99, something like that. That's a nifty sale. Were the bins less chaotic on Mother's Day? They want to know, were they less chaotic on Mother's Day? I pick up Southern Hills PGA golf course stuff all the time. Great bolo around me. See, you got to know what's good around you. What's up, Mushroom Lover? Wash them and sell them. It happens. I know it happens. I know. But listen, I'm not doing it. What movie was that where they took the dry cleaning? Was it something about Mary or something where they took the I think it was like Meet the Fockers. They took the dry cleaning in and it had like a stain on it, a guy's stain, a guy's fun stuff stain on it. And they were like scratching it and sniffing it. And like the grandma came into the dry cleaner and they were all like, what is this? And they said it was yogurt. They're like, no, this isn't yogurt. Yeah, I don't know. That's where my scroll brain goes on that one. I found a Polo Ralph Lauren polo shirt new with tags that had a small brown spot on the front. Is it still worth listing? Jason, if it was like $5, I'd probably get it. I'd still probably get it at $5. It's tough because since it's new with tags, you don't want to try to get the stain, or you're not going to wash it at least to get the stain out. But it's a $5 gamble. I still think you could sell it for $15, $20. Worst case scenario. What kind of maniac donates their pants with those stains? I don't know. See, I would throw it away. I don't know. I don't know. Nasty. Do you buy Land's End ever? Some Land's End, what do we call those? Chore coats, chore jackets, or barn jackets can do well. Yes. So C. McGill, if you find a Land's End chore jacket with the corduroy collar, those can do pretty well. Those are usually like $7.99 or $5.99 where I live. Those can do well. What's up, Kayla? This is the better half of K-Way Shop. You never get to see her very often. Kayla is awesome. K-Way, not so much. But happy Mother's Day, belated Mother's Day, Kayla. You already know that. That's why I inspect items inside and out before buying, because some people are just gross. Yeah. Nasty. I bought a pair of mother's jeans once, got them home and had a period stain. So disappointed. Well, man, I can tell you what, that mother wasn't pregnant at the time that she was wearing those pants. Okay. Listen, I know I'm a guy, but I'm a dad too. I know all of it. I've seen it all. Let's see. Something About Mary is hilarious. I know they don't make movies like that anymore. Found a pair of, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but I'll put it on here so you guys do. Sold, great condition, and always fast shipping. Message me any questions you might have. Thanks for you. Got $200 for $8. Love those slips. Who knew? Cesar Editor. Did I talk about the brand? That jeans? I don't know. That's a good brand to be on the lookout for. There you guys go. There you guys go. Sounds like you have experience with those stains. The stains that you take from Something About Mary. I'll refrain from talking about that one. These are cool women's shorts. I always buy cool women's shorts. I know they don't sell for as much, but it's just hard for me to pass up on these, especially when they sell quickly. These sold within a week for $16. This is a Poshmark sale, so I need to make sure I put this in Poshmark envelope. I just found a collection of tailor stitch shirts, jackets, and pants. There you guys go. Bolo right there. Tailor stitch all day. Really good brand to be on the lookout for, guys. Tailor stitch, like Buck Mason, really good qualities. Flint and Tinder. Those are all kind of like the same area, same category. Tailor stitch. Again, I'm buying women's cool pants and shorts. I don't care. This next item I bought off of Whatnot a while ago. I bought a few of them. Actually, I bought a lot of them. What's the channel on Whatnot? Daily Refinement. Daily Refinement. They bought a whole truck full of link sole, so they were just pulling these out of the bags. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Go. 5 of these. Go. And no one was in there. I just kept buying them and buying them. This is the last pair I had. So new with tags, link sole, shorts, sold these for $20. $20. These are going out at a flat rate. Yeah. A lot of brands are like that, Boogie. Tags are low key. They're not going to be at Collars & Co. That's a brand that I know right now. I'm telling you right now. Come back in 2 years. It's really good right now. It's going to go down in 2 years. Collars & Co. will. And in 2 years, Goodwill is going to think Collars & Co. is good. And then there'll be a new brand out. Collars & No. And that will be the one everyone wants. Collars & No. Someone stole my photos once. I reported them to eBay. I didn't want them to be used as a part of a scam. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I've never had that happen. Or at least I've never been reported to me. I've never seen it. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy, though. I know people take, including me on a couple items, take stock photos from websites. Surfs, you are not having any issues with something sold on eBay. Taking it down from Poshmark. I am still nervous. Every time I have a sale on another platform, especially it happened to Jason Hayes. Surfs, you're not having any issues when something sells on eBay and takes it down on Poshmark? No. So good question. So Poshmark, guys, if you guys are doing the Poshmark, you know, Poshmark had like, they're suspending people's accounts if you delist items from Poshmark. I haven't had any issues, and there shouldn't, that's against their terms and policies anyways, because they don't know if you delisted it or if like Nifty delisted it. It doesn't matter. If you have an item on Poshmark and you decide, I don't want to sell it anymore, and I delist it and my account gets suspended, that is against their terms and policies. So you need to get at Poshmark for that. It's not for recreates. It's for the delisting. That's where the issue's been coming from. But I haven't had any issues. So take it from me. This is a Poshmark sale. The brand is called Cricket. The brand is called Cricket right there. And you're going to see on Cricket, you're going to see that little symbol on the pocket. This sold for $22. I also sold 8 Vineyard Vines shirts. 8 Vineyard Vines shirts. I only have 6 of them right here. I have to keep searching for the others because I wanted to get on time today. So I sold 8 Vineyard Vines shirts on Poshmark. So Poshmark's still doing good. The U.S. Army and the Marines are here too. Oh, what's up, Army and Marines? America's watching. What's up, Susan? What's up, Susan? Army and Marines. Appreciate your service. Always. This should have gone to Poshmark. We sent something earlier to APO. So how about that? All right, guys, that's everything. Hopefully you got your questions in. We're on here for an hour 24. We did pretty well. If you have any other questions, ask them now. And like Piece of Scrap said, loves the thrift. I don't understand why folks delist on Poshmark when an item sells. Seller can cancel an order without getting suspended or penalty. Yeah, agree. It's like the sellers are always in trouble. We're always the bad guys. We're always the bad guys. But yeah, that's it, everybody. Have a great day. Keep on listing. Enjoy this spring weather. And list those spring items because those things are selling like crazy right now. List those spring and summer items. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, thanks for coming in. You can always ask me questions on these later on. Have a good day. Peace, everybody.